Just trying to find out when it's morning and when it's night, that's all.
So what is the state of the investigation as you know?
Well, they are going ahead with the investigation. They've, as I said, found a lot of new information, intelligence, but there are some of the active members are still on the run, and that's the one that is worrying.
So what worries you most?
No, that they may have. It's a speculation. They may have the explosives, and some of them may decide to go in for a suicide attack.
What about these 4 people, though, who police have named, 1 man and 3 women?
Mm.
Are they considered especially dangerous, or what is known about them?
They are also in that active list. I hope I can answer your questions. Well, this is another experience for us, not that we are strangers to terrorism, but this is a global terrorism. So we have to ensure that we will root this out.
Society, that these alleged bombs.
They are well enough on their own to move around and to book cars, may even be to buy some vehicle. But certainly they had to get at the explosives and they had to be trained in planning. That was not within Sri Lankan Muslim community.
Where do you believe the explosives came from?
This is why we are looking at the connections abroad, including ISIS.
Can you confirm that some of them trained with ISIS and actually went to fight with the group in Syria and Iraq?
Well, there have been people returned from Syria, and we are looking at the links.
What does it mean for Sri Lanka and more broadly that these suspects were well educated and came from wealthy families?
Looks as they are the people who have been most influenced by the ISIS doctrines. Some of them have studied abroad, and so they seem to have taken the lead, I think, in deciding that they should get into these acts of violence which they thought they were doing as a part of their religion, which is not so. Islam does not allow this type of thing, but nevertheless may have been too educated and therefore they were misled. Basically, the Muslims are good citizens, all of them are. What is that this type of different types of terrorist activity have taken place among the Sinhalese and the Tamils. This is the first time with the Muslims, and what is worrying us is, though it's a very small number, there are links with agencies outside. It's a well planned operation. Even the LTT at its peak of suicide bombers couldn't attack so many spots at the same time.
In recent years, are you aware of an influx of money from Saudi Arabia to mosques and religious organizations fueling extremism in Sri Lanka?
Well, there has been money coming in from Saudi Arabia the last 20-30 years to religious organizations, for educational organizations. I don't know who are the agencies who sent it. I mean, Saudi Arabia or the Middle East has been the source of many of those funds, and somehow it has gone into these extreme organizations. This is what we are investigating, and they believe it. There has been a breakdown of communication, the flow of information. That's what has happened. If I knew about it, I would ask the president. I mean, we are certainly a cohabited government. We have our issues, but we certainly talk to each other and to other ministers. Not only me, the ministers were all not aware, and we could have taken some steps. And the president told us that even his security had not been informed.
For 15 years?
15 years, okay. This has mainly, some of them have become suspicious of foreigners, as they said, not of Muslims per se, because there are Muslims in Negombo. And in the heat of the moments, a few of them have been attacked. UNHCR is acting, and we are getting them out of Negombo. We'll have to get some more security for them wherever they stay. They will have to open for the Sunday service. I'll be talking now with His Eminence on the security measures, but we'll get over Friday tomorrow, which is the Muslim prayer time.
Are you concerned?
And many of the Muslims, the preachers have come out against this incident, so they can also be at risk.